The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Open man is Uzama. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
11 MT.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tua going to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. Ready? Nice one. 11.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Can. 11 MT, take.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 44, Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Tua. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action, now it's Tua. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way going to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Gaskin, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and goal, Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to pass. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That is caught. It's Uzama. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Can.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Gaskin again on second down.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big 13. Big 13.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get that one to Carter complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Here's Gaskin. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 30. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 50 pounds.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may give more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sanders' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
11. Gotta go.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And bulldozing his way through. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You got it. 52. Switch up. Check. Crouch. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is Gaskin on the carry. Muscles him off. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Throwing, Burrow. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
To throw, Burrow.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
52.
Now Burrow.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.